Welcome to the Aqua Flow Crypto Lab. I keep my promises, guys. I told you that I would give you an update for XRP regularly, and here we are. It's the beginning of the weekend, and today we have a busy schedule. It's been a while since the last time I showed you the trigonometric chart, so we will have a look at it today. Then I will give you an update on the Aqua chart with the lagging Bitcoin theory. And last but not least, we will dive into the Moonshot charts. So without further ado, let's get started. Welcome, guys. I wanted to give you an update for XRP because there is a lot of fear in the market right now. If you're new here, you came to the right place. I've started learning about technical analysis in 2017 to help me sleep at night, guys, because I was not able to manage my emotions. I know that a lot of you may feel what I was feeling back then. That's exactly why I created this channel. I told myself, if my TA can help me, it can help others too. So far, I've been pretty accurate in my analysis, especially with XRP, using innovative indicators and tools. I probably know this chart better than my girlfriend now. So, if you want to be part of the lab, consider subscribing to the channel and like the video. It helps a lot, guys. Now, let's begin. On this chart, we have the sine wave and the phi ellipse. As you notice, these lines are pivot lines. You see that every time we have a touch with one of these lines, we have a bounce in the market. It was the case here. It was also the case right here. Then we went up. We touched the phi ellipse and the sine wave. It was a confluence point. We went down. Here we used the sine wave as a resistance before crossing it. Okay. After we used it as a strong resistance, and as you can see, the sine waves caught the very top of XRP and the very bottom. And since at the bottom, we've been using the sine wave and the phi ellipse as strong, very strong resistances. Look, here, strong resistance all the way up. And it's the same for the sine wave. We touched it here, we touched it again here, and we touched it recently just right here. So that's why I believe that we will stay in the phi ellipse during the entire bull market, and we should use the sine wave as a support until we make a new all-time high. Okay? In addition, we know that this level is a very strong resistance. This level is the closing price of the monthly candle in 2017. Okay, it was the very top of XRP. And look, we tested the very same level in April. Okay, this level is key for XRP. This is the last resistance we have to overcome before going higher. So to sum up, we know that we have a major resistance just right here, but we also have the sine wave pushing us up. And as the sine wave is crossing the resistance in January, we should make a decision by the end of the year. So of course, you know that I'm bullish. So if we are bullish, we will cross this and we will go to the upside. But if we are bearish, we will cross the sine wave and the phi ellipse and we are going to the downside. But so far, you know that we are in a strong uptrend. It's very slow. There is a lot of volatility, but eventually in the future, we will break the last resistance and we should reach the all-time high for XRP after weeks, months, years of waiting, guys. That's all for this chart. Let me know in the comments what you think about this trigonometric analysis, and let's move to the next chart. On this chart, we have the Aqua bands in blue, we have the key level and the lagging Bitcoin indicator. I will start with the key level. This level is the first area of resistance we had before going into a bear market. Okay, we went above it, then we crossed it, and we used it as resistance before going down. And now we are trying to use it as a support. We tried just right here, but we failed because then we went below it and we used it as a resistance, just like what we did here. And then we went down. We had the lagging Bitcoin indicator as a support. We had the lagging Bitcoin indicator as a support just right here. But during this bear market, look, we made a lower low. We went down. But right here, it's not the case. We made a higher high compared to this area of resistance, okay? And right now we are trying to use the key level as a support. So we've been using it as a support for 3 weeks, and now it's the 4th week, and we are still using it as a strong support. So we need to pay attention to the closing price of this week to see if we can stay above the critical level, which is this level, okay? In addition, we know that XRP tends to use the lagging Bitcoin indicator as a strong support. You can see that it was the case here. We used it as a support. We used it as a support in this area. We used it as a support here also. After we had some time below it, but since the beginning of the year, we've been using it as a strong support again. Okay, we touched it here, we went up. We touched it here also, and we went up. And as you can see, recently we used it as a support, okay? And soon we should hit it again in the near future, because in like 2 or 3 weeks, we have no choice but to either cross it or to use it as a support and going up. So we will track what will happen in the future weeks. To not miss it, hit the notification bell so you can be notified for the next videos. I don't know about you guys, but this chart gives me some peace of mind, because we know that we have to pay attention to the critical level. In purple, it's around $1, right? We have to stay above it. And then we have the Aqua band. We know that the price tends to stay into the Aqua bands from the very tops to the bottoms, okay? And we have the lagging Bitcoin indicator that gives us the trajectory of XRP, okay? Because you see that we have the price for the lagging Bitcoin indicator in green that does this, and we have XRP that does exactly the same thing than the lagging Bitcoin indicator. So to sum up, pay attention to how we close this week, this candle, okay? We need to stay above the key level. That's all for this chart. Let's move to the Moonshot chart. Okay, this is one of my best discoveries. Most of you know about this chart because we quite like it here. If you're new, I will explain. We are on the 4 days time frame. Also, we are using 2 exponential moving averages. We are using in yellow the 25 moving average and in green the 200 moving average. And every time we have a cross between these 2 lines, there is a big move in the market. The first that we have is this one. We have the yellow line going below and we have a sell-off and the price going down. Then we have a cross to the upside, and this time we have a moonshot. We have a big move to the upside. Then the yellow line went down, it touched the green line, but we avoided the cross, and look, we have another moonshot. Here it was the same case. We have the yellow line going down, then touching the green line, and we have a moonshot. It was the perfect time to buy XRP. Look, we have a touch, and this was the very bottom for the closing price. We have a touch and the week after moonshot, okay? After this, we have a sell-off and the price went down. We went into an official bear market for XRP against BTC. And recently, we've been using the green line as a strong resistance, okay? As a very, very strong resistance. And here also, okay? And as you can notice, we've been using also the yellow line as a support recently. And today we've started a new candle for the 4-day time frame. And for now, we have a big wick to the downside. But we are still bouncing between the green line and the yellow line, as you can see, okay? So this is some kind of consolidation, and we have to break out either to the upside or to the downside, right? But for now, I am bullish. We made a low just right here. We made a higher low, then we made a higher low. So we see that the trend is up for XRP. And I guess that in the future, we have a lot of pressure, a lot of buying pressure against the green line because we are making higher lows, and eventually in the future, these lines are going to cross and the price will have to make a decision. So we are waiting for the cross patiently, but the first condition to have a cross is to go above the green line. If we are not able to make it above the green line, we will not have a moonshot for XRP, okay? So in the future weeks, we will pay attention to this level, okay, to the green line level and to the yellow line level to see if we cross the yellow line to the downside or if we go up. But as you know, so far I'm bullish because we are still in the bull market in my opinion, but we know that things can change quickly, so you need to be ready either way. If you liked the content, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can know about the next videos. It's time to leave the crypto lab. Thanks for watching. Do not ever be afraid to make new experiments. And if someone tells you you're crazy, just tell them. Time will tell.